ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Ray White Burwood auction here in the heart of Burwood. By way of introduction, my name is DJ, I'm your auctioneer today. We've got a team of Ray White Burwood here to assist you and guide you every step of the way, especially your selling agent, the number one agent in Burwood, Hans, Luke, Kimi, Kenneth, Neil, Henry, and of course the rest of the team of Ray White Burwood. If you've got any questions regarding this property at all, just make yourself known and reach out to one of our agents here today. Well, folks, on behalf of the team of Ray White Burwood, we would like to thank our vendors very much for selecting Ray White Burwood as their selling agent to sell one of their most valued possessions. And to you, the lucky buyer, I would like to say congratulations in advance. All the best of luck with your bidding endeavors here today. Well, folks, the property we're selling today is formerly known as the Figure Title Reference Volume 12459 Folio 410, with all the improvements also no better to you and myself and the mailman as the one and only 1x3 McCubbin Street here in the heart of Burwood. Today's auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and it does provide a fine for such a conduct. The auction rules permit vendor bids. The words I will use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are simply vendor bids, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, can place a vendor bid. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request, and most importantly, folks, the auction rules prohibits an auctioneer from accepting a bidder on offer after the property's been knocked down to the successful bidder. So once the property goes selling, and sold, the property will be deemed as sold, and I will take absolutely no late bids at all. Please be advised, buyers, be strong, bit loud, be quick, and most importantly, folks, if you've got an upper limit, make sure that you reach out and beyond. If you've got only one golden opportunity to seize 1x3 McCubbin Street here in the heart of Burwood. Today we'll sign a cash and unconditional contract. There will be no cooling off period and no bias conditions, and the successful purchaser's obligations are simply twofold. Firstly, you'll pay a humble 10% deposit, and secondly, the remaining balance will be payable in a settlement term, which is 30, 60 or 90 days. Is that correct? That is correct. So we'll make it flexible for you just so that you can bid with full confidence. However, if you do have any pre-arrangements regarding any alternative to settlement terms or deposit payment methods, we will proceed as per usual. Your agreements do still stand. So buyers, bid with confidence. My bidder here today, buyers who didn't read and understood all the relevant documentations on display the past 4 weeks and 30 minutes time, and I'll simply take your silence as an all clear and we're all good to go. Any questions, I'll send Hans or Kimi or the rest of the team to help you out. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, now let's take a look at this fine piece of real estate here from the front all the way to the back, from sidewalls to sidewalls, from inside and out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's absolutely nothing left in your imagination. 1x3 McCubbin Street, a brand new townhome. All you can imagine, ladies and gentlemen, is right at your doorstep here on 289 square meters of the stunning new home underpinning your purchase here. Decent land size, double story, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 car accommodations, front and back living area, and of course a lovely manicured garden. And of course upstairs you got the nice retreat plus 3 generously sized bedrooms, 2 master bedrooms, en-suites throughout, through and through, double glazed roof, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing you need to do but to move straight in and enjoy. Buyers and call it home for many decades in the Mount Waverley secondary zone, which is highly sought after by all the locals and people from all over the town here. You have all the major landmarks and amenities right at the doorstep. You can walk to the Brickworks Shopping Centre, the Burwood Heights Shopping Precinct, the local shops along Burwood Highway, Boxall Central, Glen Waverley's not too far away, Cheston, you name it, and the list just goes on and on and on. All of the amenities is right at the doorstep, and that's what makes our area the true premium location in the southeastern corridor. And of course, the reserves, the amenities, major freeway access, public transport, the tram 75 along Burwood Highway, and of course local buses along Middleborough Road as well. And the future Burwood station is underway as well. just along Burwood Highway and in front of the PLC school as well, buyers. Education is second to none. Roberts McCubbin, Mount Waverley Secondary College, as I mentioned, Deakin University. So you can move in here, you can rent out here, you can upsize into here, you can downsize into here, ladies and gentlemen. And I can tell you, this property is just simply perfect. Market condition on the side. Some say we're going up, some say we're going down, some say we're going on another roller coaster ride again. But I can tell you guys, great homes in great locations are always doing well, because if you need a home, buyers, and this home ticks all of your boxes here, buyers. You've seen it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. You don't want to hear me anymore? You're not here to see me or the team of Ray White Burwood? I'll leave it to you, buyers. I call for an opening bid. Open an offer to get our auction underway. Buyers, 153 McCubbin St Burwood. Name your price. In your hands. First bidder gets a bottle of wine. 1,100,000. Thank you for bidding, sir. And Henry at the back, we've got a bottle of wine here for you at $1,100,000. Now, a pretty humble start, buyers. Let's go for 50,000 on the rise. $1.1 million. 1.15 anywhere. At $1,100,000. At $1,100,000 now, ladies and gentlemen. Barely the land value. $1,150,000. There we go. Good to see you guys. So 1.1 and 50,000 against you, Henry. What do you say to 1.1 and 50,000 now? At $1,150,000. We don't have the first one for you, but we might have the second one plus the contract for you in the end. At $1.1 and $50,000 now, calling 1.2 million, 1.2 anywhere. At $1,150,000 now to 1.2. Quick rebuttals. It's over to you to jump back. 1.1 and 50,000 now. At $1,150,000 now to call 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. At 1.1 and 50,000. Is that a bid? Once. 1.1 and 50,000. Second call at $1.1 and $50,000. 1.18 and 30,000. I take that. 1.1 and $80,000. A lucky number right up to 1.2 or 1.25. At 1.1 and 80,000. At 1.1 and $80,000 down to 1.2. 1.2 for City and $20,000 or 25. Can I say take me to 1.25? How about it? At $1,200,000. At $1,200,000 now. At $1,200,000 with the ladies in it to win it. All the best of luck. Good luck to you. At $1.2 million now. At $1,200,000 now. Calling 1.2 and 25 or 50,000. I wouldn't mind. It's only money here. At $1,200,000. Henry, need to know. Jump back. $1.2 million. What? At $1.2 million. Second call. At $1.2 million. Surely there's more. So is that a bid? 20 or 20? 20? 1.22, not 25? 20. At 1.2 and 20,000. At 1.2 and $20,000. Another 20 will put you in front. Would say you, ma'am and sir, need to know 1.2 and $20,000. Gaining the lead here at 1.2 and $20,000 for in front. At $1,220,000, 1.25, 1.2 or 40,000 anywhere. At $1,220,000, Kimmy. Ladies have been quiet for a while. Jump back in 20,000. Is that a bid anywhere? 1.2 and 20. 20's over here. At $1,220,000. At $1,220,000. At 1.2 and $20,000. Surely there's more. I'm not afraid to pass the property in. If you do pass the property in, we'll only be talking with the highest bidder, not the first bidder, the last bidder, the highest bidder. At 1.2 and $20,000. This gentleman now is sitting in the box seat. 1.2 and 20. Once. Let's wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Second call at 1.2 and $20,000. Is it on the market? Not on the market yet. So where's that? Can I continue with 20,000? 20? No? I'll come back to you later. We'll let you know on the market. 5,000, 1.5, sir. 20,000. We'll let you know once we can start chipping back into shorter increments at 1.2 and $20,000 now. At 1.2 and $20,000, another 20 to jump back, 1.22. At $1,220,000, I'll call 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. Once now, 1.2. Second call, busy to you now, sir, 40. At 1.2 and 40. At 1.2 and 40 now, I should think, sir. 62. Another 20 to jump back. Another 20 to jump back. Here's a calculator. He's asking his friends and family and doctor makes sense. But I can tell you this is a perfect home. At 1.2 and $40,000, they see value. I hope you do too. And sir at the back, Henry, need to know 1.2 and 40. At $1,240,000. At $1,240,000, that'll be anywhere. At 1.2 and $40,000, now 60 to jump back, 60 I call. At 1.2 and $40,000. Once now. Another 20, just in the nick of time. 1.2 and 60 now. At 1.2 and 60. At 1.2 and $60,000. Just refresh your memory, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a school zone. We're in a great location. Brand new townhome here. You've got the big open plan living area. You know what's happening in the building in this group right now. It's so much easier to buy an existing home, to move straight in and do nothing. This is your opportunity. 1.26, 10 and 70. We've got a 70 here. At 1.2 and 70,000. At 1.2 and 70,000. I'll extend the courtesy to you, ladies and sir. We're starting to take 10s. Starting to take 10s. At 1.2 and 70 now. At 1.2 and $70,000. 80 aware, 80 I seek, 80 I look for. My next auction is in at least in an hour's time. Sorry, 2 hours time. So I don't care how long we take to get over the line. I can play along with that. It's no problem at all. My personal record for an auction was 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's only been 10 minutes or so. So yeah, we've still got our 1.5 hours to go. That's fine. No problem at all. At 1.26 over there, at the back. At 1.27. Sorry, 1.27 here. On my left. At 1.2 and 70,000. I called 3 times again. Once now. At 1.2 and 70,000. Second call. 10, 80. Good to see you, sir and guys. 1.2 and 80. All the best of luck. 1.28. At $1,280,000. Waiting for the right opportunity, pouncing out. All the best of luck. Great strategy here at 1.2 and 80,000. At 1.2 and 80,000 and 90. At 90 anywhere. At 1.2 and 80,000. At 1.2 and $80,000. What I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great location with all of the shops, amenities, reserves at the doorstep and school zones. And I can tell you, neighbors can prove it. Once you're moving, you wouldn't want to move out. Am I right, neighbors? That is correct. Thank you very much. This is a loving neighborhood. This is a great neighborhood here. You won't regret it. 1.28 and 90. Just a simple $10,000 might potentially end your real estate search. Another 10. Another 10 anywhere. Another 10, Henry. At 1.2 and 80. At 1,280,000. I called 3 times again. What's 1.2 and 80,000 in your favor? Your entry is second call at 1.2 and $80,000. A heated discussion. Need to know. 10. Oh, you will jump back. You're crossing your arms, pounding your feet. You're waiting for the opportunity. 1.2 and 80,000. Third. A final call. All done. Finished. And silent. And 9. At 1.3 I have. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. I get pretty close now to 1.3. At $1,300,000. At $1.3 million now. Is it time yet, sir? Well, he's asking his trusted advisors from the family, and your family, of course, will tell you, just go ahead and bid. If you're not sure, you just go ahead and bid, because it's a great location and it's a great home. At 1.3. At $1.3 million. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000 now. How about this side? You guys been quiet for a while. I'm sure you're not here just to see us or the team at Railway Burwood. But if you are, thank you very much. No, we're here to purchase a property. $1.2 and $80,000 now.
1.3.
Yeah, 1.3. Yeah. What did I say? I said 1.2. Sorry about that. 1.3. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000 now. At $1.3 million. At $1.3 million, I have the pointing out of the auction. At $1,300,000, if you're interested now, it's the time to jump in. At 1.3, need to know, sir, what do you say? What? $1.3 million. Twice. At $1,300,000. Then, a final call. All done, all finished, 10. Another 10,000. 5,000 won't take 5. You can go for 5, you can go for 10. Let's go for 10. Just 10,000. Let's go for 10. At 1.3. At 1.3. At 1,300,000. At $1,300,000 now. At 1.3. You're in the box seat. If we do pass the property, we'll be negotiating with you at $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. Quickly now, sir. Once now. At 1.3. On the market and selling, buyers, you heard the words. The property will be yours, guys, if you know for the visitor office. 1.3. At 1.3. 10,000 or 5 to jump in. $1.3 million.
5,000.
5,000. And 5. 1.31. Quick rebuttals. At 1,310,000. At 1,310,000 now. At $1.3 million on the market and selling, ladies and gentlemen. We sell, selling away at $1,300,000 and $10,000. At $1,310,000, we've been knocking it out, buyers. Need to know another 10.
5,000 here.
Oh, another 5. Oh, we got the 1,000. Let's go for 5. 5. Wait, we got 1 there. We got 5. 1.3 and 6. 1.3 and 6,000. How about running up to 1.3 and 16? We got 16 here. Run up to 20.
What's the price?
1.3 and 16. We got 16 here. The 1.3 and 16. Yes. Yep. And running up to 20. Oh yes. No worries. 1.3 and 16,000. And we got 1.3 and $16,000 now. At $1,316,000. Run up to 20. I wouldn't mind. I called 3 times now. The keys are going this way. It's got a really nice brochure. Do you want to collect brochure? Are you sure? Yeah, no. 20? No? 20. Let's jump to 20. See what happens? Here we go. Yes, no? Yes? No? Go back to later. 1.3 and 16,000. At $1,316,000. At 1.3 and $16,000. I called 3 times now. But at 1.3 and $16,000 over here.
1,000.
1,000, not 5. Let's run up to 20. Let's run up to 20. Yes. 1,000 and 17. 17, let's run up to 20. Let's run up to 20. We've got 17 here. We've got 17 here. 1.3 and 17,000. At $1,317,000. Let's run up to 20. We will knock it down. 1.3 and 17,000. Sir? 1,000. No? Need to know. 1.3 and $17,000. Once now. 19. We got 19 here first. Sorry. We got 19 here. We got 19 here. Run up to 20 or 25 or 1.4. Might particularly end the auction. Going for a smaller increment. We will only draw more shark into the water. At 1.3 and 19,000. At 1.3 and 19, 30 anywhere. Sorry, 19, 20 anywhere or 25. Wouldn't mind. 1.3 and 19. We've got 1.3 and 1.3 and 20. 1.34, 1.3 and 40,000 or 24. 40. 24. At 1.3. I regret asking actually, but otherwise I'll just take the 1.34. 1.3 and 24. At 1.3 and 24,000. At 24 here, or 25 or 30. Right up to 30. We've got 1.3 and 24. We've got 1.3 and 24,000. Ladies, what do you say? Come home with a contract and a house and wine. At 24. At 1.3 and $24,000 over here. At 1.3 and $24,000 will be yours. If there are no more bids or offers, at 1.3 and 24,000 we'll be knocking it down. Once. 1.3 and 24,000. Twice. 5,000. Oh, just one? Or 25. 26. Quick rebuttals. 26 now. 26. 30. Let's go for 30. If you go for a small increment, it would only draw more shark into the water. And 26. We've got 26 here. Let's go for 30. We've got 26. I've got 1.3 and 26,000. At 1.3 and $26,000. Sure. No more interest. Need to know. 1.3 and $26,000. Once now at 1.3 and $26,000. 30 anywhere. Second call at 1.3 and $26,000. They see value. I hope you guys do too. 2,028 and 40. 2 and 30 and 30. We've got 30 here. We've got 30. At 1.3 and $30,000. At 1.3 and $30,000. At 1.3 and $30,000 now. Like I mentioned, good homes always doing well in good locations. At 1.3 and $30,000. And your real estate search. No more inspections next week. No more discussions. No more hassling. Just having weekends on cafes and sports grounds and shopping centres instead of property inspections or see me. We welcome you to come to our auction for 1,031 and then a 32. And then 32 straight back to you. 32 here at 1.3 and 32. At 1.3 and 32,000. At 1.3 and 32 and 33 and 34 and 35. Yes. And 34 and 35 and 36 and 36. Need to know at 35 and 39. At 39. Good bid at 1.3 and 39 and 40. At 40. At 39. 40. 40, sir. And ma'am. Need to know at 30, 39. And 40. 45. 42. 42. 42. We've got 42 here. We've got 42 over here. 1.3 and 42. 45. 42. Need to know. Biting her lips. Making the final decision. Split second decision, guys. Towards the end. Well, you can bid first and then rethink. The only day you regret bidding is the day of the auction. And then you will enjoy it for many decades. At 1.3 and $42,000. We'll be knocking it down. You might have beaten your competition again and again. Congratulations in advance. 1.3 and $42,000. Once. At 1.3 and $42,000. Twice. 1.3 and $42,000. We'll be knocking it down. How many thousand? 4, 5. 1.3 and 45. Another 3,000. And then 46. 46. At 1.3 and 46. At 1.3 and 46. At 1.3 and 46. I do recommend go for a knockout bid for everybody. You can potentially end the auction. At 1.3 and 46. 46 over here. At 1.3 and 46,000. At 1.3 and $46,000. 48 or 50. At 1.3 and 46. 1.3 and 46,000. At 1.3 and $46,000. I'm gonna knock it down. 1.3 and 46 now. The key's going this way. What? Twice. Third. And final. Quickly now. 1.35, good bid. 1.3, 51. We've got 51 here. 51 on this side, 1.3 and 51. At 1.3 and 51,000. And 1,000, 3. And 3 here. We've got 3 here. Against you, 1.3 and 53. 53. 1.3 and 53. 53. 1.3 and 53,000. We'll be knocking it down again. Hopefully this time around, we'll be knocking it down at 1.3 and $53,000, or run up to 1.36. How about running up to 1.3, 1,054, 54 and 60, sir? Let's go for a knockout bid. There are many occasions that we've proven that going for bigger increments would potentially stop your competitors out. 54. Once this property is gone, ladies and gentlemen, we do not have another 1 by 3. McCubbin straight off for you anymore on our books. We've got 54 now. The keys start going this way in your favour at 1.43 and 54,000. What? 1.3 and 1,055 just at any time. Almost fixed out quick. 1.3 and 55,000. At 1.3 and $55,000 now. At 1.3 and 55,000. We got 55, 1.4. I have a feeling we're going to get there anyways. 1.3 and $55,000. At 1.3 and 55. 55. Let's go for 60. Or run up to 1.4. Otherwise, we'll be knocking it down. At 1.3 and $55,000. Stay with us. We'll be happy to talk to you after I mention this noble. 1.3 and $55,000 because after all, we do represent the vendors. And if you're thinking about selling, you go for the number one agent in Burwood, Ray White Burwood, Hines and Kimmy and Neil, and of course the whole team of Ray White Burwood. We will tell you how we can maximize the sale of your property as well. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, at 1.3 and $55,000. What? 1.3 and $55,000 twice. At 1.3 and $55,000 for the third and final time. Selling out. No more interest? Out? No more interest. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next auction. How about this side? Any more interest now? It's the time to jump in at 1.3 and $55,000. You're beating your competition again and again. Well done so far. 1.3 and $55,000 once. Careful. Twice. Third. Final call. Selling. Selling. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome to Burwood, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold. Congratulations and well bought. Well bought, well bought, well bought. Well done, well done. Congratulations to our bidders. If you'd like to recreate a fantastic result, you go for Ray White Burwood, the number one agent in Burwood. We'll see you in our next auction.